Hey team, this is Nathan from RunDreamAchieve.com. Hope you're all having a great start of your week. Today's topic is a question I often get asked, and that is it possible to run a 240 marathon? I get asked that question, and I also get asked, is it possible for me to run a 240 marathon? And yes, of course it is, because other athletes around the world routinely break the 2 hour and 40-minute marathon barrier. That being said, it's not an easy task. It took me several years to get to a point where I could break 2 hours and 40 minutes. That comes out to 6:06 per mile, or 3 minutes and 47 seconds per kilometer. And back in 2002, I ran my debut marathon at the New York City Marathon in 2 hours, 43 minutes and 36 seconds. It took me until the 2007 Grandma's Marathon to run 2 hours, 40 minutes and 7 seconds. And it took me a few more months after that to get down to 19:35. And it was a process, because there were a lot of times where I didn't feel that the marathon was my event. And maybe you're in that same mentality. Maybe you've had some disappointments along the way, and you're wondering if maybe you're better suited for the 5K or the 10K. My advice to you is to stay focused, stay committed to what you're doing, continue to work on your leg speed, continue to build that consistent mileage over several months, because you're just one race away, or a few workouts away, a few races away from breaking the 2 hour and 40-minute marathon barrier. It will not be easy, because this is an extremely competitive time. I wish more people realized how difficult it is just to break a 4 hour marathon. We're talking 2 hours and 40 minutes. 2 hours and 39 minutes and 59 seconds is what you need to run. So focus on building consistent mileage, staying consistent. That is the key. Consistency and patience. I will continue to reiterate those two traits that you must have in order to be a successful middle to long distance runner. If you don't have the patience and you don't have the consistency, you will never touch a 2:39:59 marathon time. Yes, it is possible to break a 2 hour and 40-minute marathon. It's been done by people all over the world, both men and women, and it's just about continuing to get that sub 6:06 mile pace or 3:47 kilometer pace to feel more manageable. You want to improve your body's lactate tolerance, so that, again, you're slowing down less than your competition. And you will not break 2 hours and 40 minutes by doing 80 to 100 mile weeks running at 10-minute mile pace. You have to get 6:06 mile pace to feel more like you're running at 7:30 mile pace. It's not easy. It's easier said than done, I know, but you have to focus on one speed workout per week, lengthening the tempo run distance that you're doing, preferably getting that out to around 10 miles to 16 kilometers, around that range. Again, everybody's different, but it's not going to happen overnight. You're not just going to start off doing 10-mile tempo runs your first couple weeks of your 12 to 16 week buildup. First, start off doing 3 to 4 mile tempo runs. It takes the body about 3 to 4 weeks for your body to adapt to any stress load you're placing on it. So it's going to take time for your body to physiologically adapt to the stresses that you're throwing at it. But as you get fitter, your heart's not going to have to work as hard. Your paces per mile or per kilometer during your tempo runs, during your easy runs, during your longer, fast-paced long runs, all of that your pace is going to dramatically increase and speed up. And your heart rate you're going to be running at the same heart rate as you were running in the early stages of your buildup, but your paces per mile and paces per kilometer are going to be so much faster. And that's the beauty of the physiological adaptations that come with running fast. And again, running fast is an art form. Anybody can go out and run slow for a few miles or a few kilometers without much problem. But it's sustaining pace over a long period of time where you have to be very zeroed in, very razor sharp focused on what you want to do. Okay, so the types of track workouts I would focus on, which I've implemented in the running courses that I teach and in the training plans, is doing between 5 and 6 1-mile repetitions on the track, closer to your 5K to 10K race pace. doing repeat 800s, repeat miles on the track. Again, very, very fast VO2 max workout type workouts, where you're running significantly faster than goal marathon race pace. In this case, 6:06 mile pace or 3:47 per kilometer pace. It's a process, so be patient with yourself. You will break 2 hours and 40 minutes. I don't care if you're right now, if you're at 3:30, 2:40 or 2:39:59 is still a possible, is still definitely possible for you. I have a guy that was following my sub 3 hour marathon pro course who had a PR of 3 hours 46 minutes, who reached out to me and said that he ran just recently a 2 hour 58 minute marathon. So that is a significant drop. He dropped 48 minutes off of his marathon time. So if you're at, say, 3:30 right now, or 3:40, or 4 hours, it's not impossible. It's just a matter of you being patient enough to put in the work for a long enough period of time. It may take you several years. It's more than likely, especially if you're further away from the goal, it's going to take you several years to get to this point where you can run a 2:39:59 marathon. You know, I can't say it enough that the importance of being willing to put in consistent work over a long enough period of time and not losing enthusiasm for what you're doing plays a part in how successful you're going to be. You have to get that long run. You have to spend more time during that long run at a faster clip. You have to spend, you know, and not immediately. Like I said, in the training plans and the Run, Dream, Achieve philosophy is this. We alternate a faster paced long run. And when I say faster paced long run, I'm not saying you run a 10 to 24 mile long run the entire duration of that long run at about 10 to 20 seconds slower than goal marathon race pace. No, I'm saying you run a percentage of it. So it might be early on when you're not extremely fit, you might run about 10% of that long run, faster pace long run at a faster pace. And then the following week you jog a long run so that, again, your recovery is always there. You're always focused on adapting to the harder workouts you're doing. And as you get fitter, you extend the amount of time you're running at around 85 to 88% of your maximum heart rate. Spend a longer portion of that long run, faster paced long run, at that effort. And I promise you, if you continue to do that and focus again on alternating a faster paced long run, followed the next week by an easier, relaxed long run, you're gonna start getting big gains in your marathon preparation. Again, because you're building endurance, you're building strength, you're building stamina. And it doesn't happen, the adaptation does not happen overnight. You're training for a marathon, and not only a marathon, but an extremely fast marathon. 2 hours, 39 minutes, and 59 seconds, to me, is an elite time. Okay, anybody that's breaking 3 hours for the marathon has to be in supreme physical, mental mental and physical shape. You have to be in great shape to do that. You know, and if you focus specifically on what the very best marathoners around the world are running, if you're looking at people that are running 2:02 for the marathon for men and sub 2:20 for females, you're gonna put, you know, you're comparing yourself to them. Don't compare yourself to other people. Just focus on what you need to do in order to get that goal. And again, longer tempo runs, if your tempo runs are too short, you're not stressing the anaerobic threshold of the body sufficiently enough. So focus on, again, if you focus on a running course or a training plan, at least you have a plan in place. You have some specific ideas of what you need to be doing on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, so you're not just guessing about what type of workouts you're doing. That's why I created those products. So again, there's a lot of free content with these videos. I share a lot of information just from here on the videos that I hope will be helpful to you. But those athletes that are ready to take their training to the next level are those that are seeking out the running courses, the monthly coaching, the training plans. They're there for you as well. So I hope that some of these tips in terms of, is it possible to run a 2:40 marathon, or is it possible for you to run a 2:40 marathon, is helpful to you. Yes, it is possible, but it will not be easy. That's the hardest part. Everybody loves to see the fast times and see other athletes running the fast times and wanting themselves to run a fast time. But it's a whole different thing to go out and actually put in the work in order to do it. And in order to do it, again, consistent action, paying attention to the fundamentals, the other fundamentals that go into running fast times, improving your body's lactate tolerance, spending longer periods of time at your anaerobic threshold, your tempo effort, allotting 3 to 4 weeks for your body to adapt to whatever stress load you're placing on it. So if the first 3 weeks or first 4 weeks of a buildup, you're doing mile repeats at, say, 7 minutes per rep, you have to adapt to that level of intensity first before you can start focusing on 5 to 6 1-mile repetitions at 620 per rep. So again, there's a process that's involved. You don't just jump speeds immediately. It doesn't work that way. No, not for anybody. So keep these tips and strategies in mind. I have a lot of videos here on marathon training as well. So definitely just go to the search box and check that out as well. But I think keep it in mind, faster paced long runs, not spending every single weekend running long, slow, and easy is key, very key. Working on your overall leg speed, working on doing strides 2 to 3 times per week, 5 to 6 100-meter strides after your easy runs or during your easy runs or before your easy runs. The reason behind that is because strides are very short, fast acceleration drills. You're not building up any lactic acid, but you're spending time running at speeds that are dramatically faster. You're running at sprint speeds. And you think about that, if you're doing that over several months or several years, you're spending several miles, several kilometers running at all-out sprint efforts, just about all-out sprint efforts, on top of the other training you're doing. So again, you're getting that goal sub 240 marathon race pace to feel easier, more manageable, less taxing on the body. That is what you need to keep focusing on. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so when I make a new video, you'll be notified of it. Give me a like, share this video with your family and friends. It definitely helps the channel grow and more athletes and non-athletes around the world to see these videos. And definitely know that now there is a RunDreamAchieve merch store available on RunDreamAchieve. Just click on the store tab or in the description below this video. There's, again, resources below all of my videos that are there for you as well. So I wish you all the very best in your plans and preparations to going after this sub 240 marathon goal. And I definitely look forward to hearing about your sub 240 marathon race. There are resources. There's sub 240 marathon running plans, as well as a sub 3-hour running course that I have, a sub 230 marathon running course as well on RunDreamAchieve.com. I wish you all the best, and I will talk to you all in the next video.